Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for June 2022. This is a general reading, so feel free to take whatever resonates and leave behind for others whatever does not. To go deeper into what lies ahead this month, check out your readings for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. We're starting off with a Celtic Cross reading and closing off with an oracle card message. So here you have at the present situation, Three of Cups, the card that crosses or complements, Six of Wands, what's above, Strength card, what's below, Eight of Swords. In the past, you have the World card. In the near future, Queen of Cups. In the position of your view of the situation, you have the Fool card. In your environment, 10 of Pentacles. Your hopes and fears, 7 of Pentacles. And the outcome, you have the Hierophant here. So we'll go through the meanings and get clarification with other tarot cards. So here in the past, you have this World card, and this indicates some type of completion of one journey and starting a new one. Here with your view of the situation, you do have the Fool card, so it is, again, completion and ending some type of victory over here. Maybe it is a completion of some program, a degree, maybe a promotion, some type of, recognition of your abilities and really starting a new journey. The present situation, you have the Three of Cups. So it could be that this is like celebrating with friends and family this this success, this completed journey over here. And here in the card that complements or crosses, you have the Six of Wands. So it is as if that there's a lot of recognition for what you've been able to accomplish. And with the Strength card up here, it seems like in your focus is this idea of you being able to kind of overcome any obstacle, to really have that inner strength, that courage, an ability to take care of yourself. You also have the Eight of Swords below you, which is a sense of not having the ability to do really much of anything, which kind of seems to be in conflict here with the Strength card. But in your environment, you have the Ten of Pentacles. So it seems that you have a lot of support around you, financial support if needed, friends, family, really a positive environment. In your hopes and fears, you do have the Seven of Pentacles. It's a sense of, investing in something and really not sure about the outcome. It's not really this concern of not having it turn out to be what you expected after putting in all this investment. And here in the near future, you have the Queen of Cups, and this is a card of really being in touch with your intuition, your emotions, being receptive to things that are going on around you, and Also, a sense of possibly you um, providing comfort to others. With the long-term outcome, you have the Hierophant here. And this is a card of kind of um, rituals, traditions, and institutions. This could indicate um, some type of role where you're not like, you're just going with the way things are set up for you and not really trying something new or rocking the boat. This also could be a sense of you connecting with something greater than yourself or recognition of something spiritual, because you do have this Queen of Cups, which is a sense of really being connected to your intuition, your emotion, and to others. So let's take a look here at the World card in the past. You have the Page of Swords. And Page of Swords is um, someone who is curious, ready to learn new information, um, and really eager to kind of grow their experience. So it does kind of seem that this World card has to do with perhaps um, graduating from this role of a student or a novice learner, novice in your field, and being recognized for that accomplishment of, you know, gaining that step up. So here I'm going to take a look at the Three of Cups in your present situation. You have the Ace of Swords, so it's definitely a celebration of a new victory, the new kind of sense of clarity that you have, the new opportunity that you have to pursue an idea, a thought, like kind of conquering things. So let's take a look at the Six of Wands, which is the crossing or complementing card. You have the King of Swords. So definitely with all these swords here, it kind of indicates some type of um, mental focus endeavor, like some type of studies, some type of like communications, or even something to do with uh, what's the word that I'm thinking of? Writing, and also like some type of kind of stamp of approval or swearing in type of ceremony is what I'm thinking. So let's take a look at the Fool, which is your attitude or view of the situation. You have the Page of Wands, which is another kind of energy of being curious. This is also a card of like spreading good news. So there's a lot of positive things going on that kind of indicate that you are advancing your way up, you're stepping your way up. It's almost as if also like this, you started out as the Page of Swords, and you have this opportunity now to be the King of Swords, and celebrating with your community the Ace of Swords, your ability to really wield this um, this tool for truth, communication, problem solving. So let's take a look at the Strength card above you. You have the Queen of Swords. Wow. Okay, so there's like the whole, well, you don't have the Knight of Swords, but you've got like this sword court family gathering here. The Queen of Swords is, you know, is really like strongly Gemini with your air element here. Queen of Swords is independent, is someone that speaks their truth honestly. You can see this, maiden riding the lion has like a sword in their hand. And with this Queen of Swords, they see things in a way that is based on clear thinking, reason, compassion. They speak their truth honestly. So what's interesting is this Eight of Swords that is below you. It's maybe a certain idea that there are other people out there in the world that have more authority and power over you, and you really are powerless to do anything without their say-so. Makes me think that because you do have the pages here where it is a sense of someone who is a novice and someone who may need the assistance of others to help them. But it is more like a limiting mindset. So let's take a look at the Eight of Swords. It's the Seven of Pentacles again. So this is connected to your hopes and fears, that basically you're going to have, put in a lot of effort, and it's really not going to be as dazzling and amazing as all the kudos that you've been getting recently and all, and you're going to be wondering, is this worth it? Was this something that I should have really even done? So let's take a look at your hopes and fears over here. Let's take a look at the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, well, I'm holding the deck upside down, but you have the Five of Pentacles. And this is a sense of really not having the security that you want. It might be that you have the security you need, but not the one that you want. And this is also a sense of like a limiting mindset of possibly looking at things in terms of not the potential, but looking at things of not having what is the end result. And the difference is like, with the Seven of Pentacles, if you are invested in something from the heart, if you're really excited about, putting your time, resources, and efforts into something, and you're excited about the potential it can bring about, then there isn't a certain sense of expectation. Things, it's everything is like a pleasant surprise as to the way it's progressing. When you look at the expected outcome, then, if that is the main focus of investing in the Seven of Pentacles, is potential outcome, then you start thinking, well, why isn't it happening sooner? Or why isn't it already happened? What am I doing wrong? So it's not enjoying the process. It's kind of disappointed from the get-go of why isn't it already the end result. So let's take a look at the environment here. The environment is 10 of Pentacles. So a sense of having what you need. You have the Five of Cups. Interesting. So I would say for some of you, it really has to do with certain limiting beliefs and how you deal with change and instability. Fives are about kind of conflict or instability and change. And here it seems that maybe there's a sense of looking at what you don't have or what you lost. Maybe here there's certain expectations once you hit this, uh, you know, this milestone, and it's a sense of celebration and honoring you for being able to accomplish this. And now it's almost as if you are feeling you have to start a different journey without having those, those reassurances anymore. So let's see what's going on with the Queen of Cups, because that's your near future card. You have another page. It's Page of Pentacles. And this page is, again, curious, wanting to learn, wanting to know, having a sense of really, what's the word? Pleasantly surprised by life. So it's almost as if this Queen of Cups is you really having a new sense of self-value. So really paying attention to yourself, like self-care, really tapping into your senses and learning more about you and not certain expectations, like not the outcome, but really the maturing in a way where you are focused on your emotions and your connections to others, your connection to the environment, and how you are creating something of value within yourself, and something of value that you will be proud of yourself for doing. So let's look at the outcome of the Hierophant here. You have the Five of Swords. So what I'm sensing with these fives, well, I guess I should start out. Five of Swords is a concept of a false victory. It's not knowing when to walk away from a lose-lose situation. It's also a sense of needing to win at all costs. So what it seems is that with this Hierophant is that there are going to be things that happen along the way that have nothing to do with you, but because you have certain limiting mindsets to begin with, and when there is like uncertainty, there's change, it's this limiting mindset kind of comes in and sneaks up. But there are a lot of things in the world that are outside of your control, and you shouldn't take, any of like the delays or your sense of not accomplishing something or failures. You shouldn't internalize them. And this concept, this card of the Hierophant, is a sense of like a connection to a higher self, a higher power, something greater than you. And it really kind of does help when it comes to really putting in a lot of effort in something and it not paying off the way you thought it would. I can go ahead and say, well, just don't have certain expectations, but we all have hopes, and that is kind of an expectation to a certain degree. So it does seem like this is pretty much showing you that you are going through a transition where you have a lot of like book smarts and knowledge and confidence. And along the way, as you pursue whatever goals that you're pursuing, you're going to need to tap in more to that aspect of what connects people on a non-physical, in a non-physical way. This concept of caring and emotion for yourself and for others, and recognizing that there are things that are outside our control, we can't really plan for, and having a sense of faith and hope that, you just keep moving forward and focus on self-love, self-care, making sure that you're in a good place, being curious about life and like open to the potential that it brings and not the, um, expected outcome. So it seems like with these these five here's also, this could be some type of kind of expert or counselor that can help you deal with certain um, uncertainties. If you find that you are in need of kind of getting out of certain limiting mindsets, then definitely seek out a qualified uh, counselor or professional to assist you with that. But it does seem that in terms of opportunities, you definitely have those opportunities, and dealing with change or instability is kind of what you'll need to to overcome. And what's interesting is you have this strength card in, your focus or what's above you on your mind. And it's as if you understand or you are aware that you have this tendency um, to need that strength card. So you have the Eight of Swords and the Eighth Major Arcana card. It's as if you are aware that when things are unbalanced, um, that you need to dig into this strength. And the strength card is not just about courage, it's about acceptance of who you are. The qualities that are more aggressive and um, powerful and animalistic, like the lion, but also the characteristics that are more receptive and tender, sensitive, and you know, slow, patient, and soft, like this maiden here. And so it seems like you are aware that there are that you're going to need to acknowledge certain aspects of yourself that maybe you didn't want to acknowledge at this point, or you thought would be taken care of because you were able to, um, you know, cross this threshold and start this new journey. But let's go ahead and close off the reading. I'm going to pull an oracle card to see which animal totem will guide you through the month. You have this bison card, abundance. Sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. So with this bison abundance card, it is about recognizing there is abundance around and really being connected to yourself, to the environment, and also having a sense of a gratitude for what um, you have or what is coming up along the way, and not focusing on the concept of a certain type of outcome, and a connection, and again, um, to spirit, to the universe, whatever it is that your um, calls to you in terms of recognizing that something is greater, greater than you, whether it is, yeah, the universe, spirit, source, the creator, Mother Earth, whatever it is. Um, the bison were used for all parts of them by the Native Americans. They were basically, they provided everything that they needed in terms of clothes, tools, homes, things like that, food. So here, if you are in need of something or feel that you're in need, you have this Ten of Pentacles in your environment. Maybe you are, you're feeling that at times you might feel like you don't want to call upon those uh, for help, but they're there if you need them you just ask for it. And really, it's an opportunity to be connected again to something greater, to be something greater than you, even if it's just other people. But here it might also be like that there is a sense of like a ritual that you'll also need to adhere to. So if you aren't someone who is kind of practicing a spiritual, religious um, belief, maybe there's some type of ritual that will help you deal with uncertainty and change. Um, Meditation, yoga, something along those lines. And I'm hoping this provides a helpful perspective of your month. And we'll see you next time. Take care.